Shades of Gray. 1. We sit in the mists of evening, my sister and I, as the gentle tendrils of gray crept across the grass and caressed our naked feet. The cool night air kissed our bare arms and legs, and the fingers of the wind lifted our hair. We sat in the fog of midnight, my sister and I, as the thickening gray of the water's steaming surface engulfed us. The shifting breezes carried our laughter across the fields, and we talked of all that we had known and loved. We sit in the mists of morning, my sister and I, as the fingertips of light began to spread across the sky, our laughter dying as we rose and stepped to the water's edge, my sister fading into the mists, and I left alone, her locket in my hand. 2. It lay, its delicate chain broken, covered in sand. It lay by itself where it had been dropped by a mournful hand. It rested, tarnished and old, photographs faded. It was dusty and sad, neglected after years of love created. It was a gift from my sister. With her, not me, it belonged. 3. Must have been an error. Couldn't possibly be her. Must have been mistaken. Excuse me, you're wrong, sir. Must have been an error. Her eyes were not that blue. Her hair was not that color. I can't escape this view. Must have been an error. She never would have left. Her heart was far too gentle. Her life was too well spent. Must have been an error. She's only sleeping now. You must not disturb her slumber by closing that lid down. Must have been an error. The ground's too like a cave. Her clothes will all get ruined if you put her in that grave. Must have been an error. I spoke to her just last night. They all must be mistaken. No, this can't be right. 4. Mirrors, fragile as thin ice, my face reflecting back into the eyes of my sister. My hands, pale, cold as death from her grasp, numb. Take it, she says. Take it in remembrance of me. Shaking, my soul shivering in the cold night air, my hands, white, clenched fists, so cold. The tiny gold heart dangling between my icy fingers, in remembrance of her, of myself. My breath, steaming, drifting away into the darkness, as if it were whispers of life. My hands, red, frostbitten, they ached, they bled. Put these on, he said. Red mittens, like mine in the house, like hers. Looking from the window, midnight, I am alone. At the shore, arms wrapped tightly around her naked body, shivering. White gown crumpled at her feet. She stood. I stood. Across the ice with baby steps, trembling, freezing, crying. My sister, her hand in mine. Our hands, pale, cold as the death in our grasp. Take it, her eyes said, in remembrance of me. 5. Misty morning, sun half risen. Misty morning, my mind in prison. All was soft, white as snow. All was lost, lost long ago. Me, myself, a tear is shed. Me, myself, with sister dead. Touch my hand to the reflecting glass, my release from here, now, at last. Red ribbons slowly down the drain. Strange, it seems, to feel no pain. All had been white when it began, until gray mists twisted on the land. Now I see the darkness. I no longer have to fight, again to see my sister, again to live in white.